a member of the Brooklyn Ethical Society. I've been a member, I don't know how many years. I joined when I was really young. I'm 18, I'm graduating from high school this year. Really sort of told every Sunday this is where you need to come. And I was young, so I did whatever my mom said and just kind of followed. Right now I'm a Sunday school assistant teacher, so I come every Sunday, and I help to facilitate the Sunday community aspect. I come here every Sunday, and the reason why I come here every Sunday now, as opposed to when I was younger, I had to, and now I come because I just love this community so much, and just it feels very light and nice, and people who have similar ideas, and FES, I think, is the way for me to connect into the larger American ethical cultural movement, I guess you could say. And so I really enjoy taking what happens here every Sunday into something that's larger. It's definitely going to change when I leave for college, because I've come here every Sunday, and so it's been sort of something that's removed from my life, yet still a part of my life, because I've been part of it for longer than high school, but I spend most of my time at school and things like that. So I've really seen ethical culture as influencing me, I guess, in the sense that it's given me an extended, I want to say, family.
My father grew up in ethical culture, and I guess I wasn't really introduced to it until I was 3 or 4. We started going to, there wasn't a Sunday school program at first at the society. Well, I'm moving back to North Carolina, so I will be close to a society again. It's been a while since I've been close to a society. I'm interested in attending the platforms. I've been attending platforms there off and on since, not while I was at college and so forth, but pretty consistently since I was 11 years old. I've been attending platforms there. So I'm interested in doing that. Well, I stay involved in FES because I am curious about what other people around my age are doing to do with ethical culture.
My name's Amanda, and I went to the Long Island Society, and I've been in FES for 2 years now. My parents were interfaith, so they wanted a set of beliefs to pass on to their children that was more secular, so they decided to bring us to the Ethical Society. Well, I think I practice it most in my career, so I just started as a social worker, which I feel like is the professional version of ethical culture. So I try to carry out the beliefs and practices of ethical society there. I got involved in FES because I was looking for people that were holding on to values that I also believed in, and were coming from a similar background and promoting similar beliefs. And I continue to be involved and support it because I believe in getting people our age involved. I think it's very different how people do get involved. I wish there were more community service projects to get on board, because I don't know if people really relate to the ethical culture movement as much as community and the values that underlie it.
I was first introduced to ethical culture when I was about 8 years old. I went to Hebrew school for a year and I hated it, and my parents decided to take me to the Queen Society for a year, and I fell in love with it, and then I ended up at Long Island. Okay, so currently I am very involved. So I'm the internal communications officer of FES right now, so I'm very involved with planning the conference and communications throughout the year for FES. At the Long Island Society, I am the youth group advisor there. So I work with the teens and have a great time. I go to conference with them. Also this year, I've joined the board of directors at the Long Island Society, so that's been a great experience as well.
Culture.
I don't know if I could do more with FES or ethical culture. I think I started my involvement with FES because I was so excited about YES, and I had all these friends and I wanted to see them. So I came back to my first FES conference, and I really just enjoyed my experience and loved seeing my friends, and I think that's what's kept me coming back to FES conferences every year, and I think has inevitably led me to be more involved in my local society. Yeah, and I mean, again, since then, my involvement with my involvement with ethical culture has grown to, I think, a deeper level because I really embody the values now. But I do think the personal connections with friends, I've been around for a while, is really keeping me invested in it. And trying to put those values into the team group that I'm running now at Ethical and letting them have those experiences is also something very rewarding for me.
And I was part of the Brooklyn Society for Ethical Culture, and now I'm kind of active with the New York Society for Ethical Culture. So my parents got married at Ethical Culture in '82, and then decided to raise me and my brother in the society. We both went to Sunday school, and then became assistant teachers, and now we're part of FES. I kind of help out with some events at the New York Society. I've done a little substituting for their Sunday school, but I'm not like consistently active. I am now on the Religious Education Committee, so I'm getting involved in some of their emails and preparation for the next conference. I think FES is going to provide a good transition from teaching and like listening lessons to being actually fully involved with the community. For the longest time, and even still a little bit, you think of an adult member as someone who sits down at platforms and gives money, but I think that there's so much more we can do and that we want to do, and FES will be a good way to collaborate with people in the same age range and then continue to grow together with it.
Today, my involvement in ethical culture, more than it has been in the past, is with the Washington Ethical Society. I'm the team group leader there. I facilitate the team group. I am also involved in their Global Connections Committee, their international solidarity and social action work, and in some other ways at that society. I'm still involved with FES and the National Yes Movement to the degree that I'm an advisor, and I'm here at FES and have been for the past year representing FES with the AEU board. So I think my involvement right out of high school was much more with the youth and the young adult movement, yes, and FES, and it's something that has shifted in the past years to be more centered around my society, the Washington Ethical Society. As I've gotten a little bit older and started kind of to move on, I think into a different phase of life where that feels more fitting with my needs and with where I am. I'm involved with FES because I believe that it really provides a really important link to ethical culture for a lot of people. Less so me right now, but me a couple years ago, who are in between that phase of teenagedom of kind of coming up in societies, and then at the youth of ethical societies, the FES Conference, and that organization, through their transitional periods of their life into young adulthood, and it provides a link to that. And it also provided a community that at a lot of societies I felt was really lacking, of my peers who have engagement for the same reasons that I do with ethical culture, and who understand my relationship to it as a young adult.
I'm a gypsy of the Ethical Culture Societies, ranging from Riverdale to Long Island to Manhattan to Bergen to Southern Westchester Society, and still finding my forever society for now. Currently, my main involvement is through FES, attending the conferences. I planned this year's conference, and that has been the way that I've been most consistently involved in ethical culture since graduating from the Bergen Society and going to college. That has been, and I also went to different societies and put together platforms, and have sort of been through FES in that way. I've been in FES since I think I was about 20 or 19, 24 now, so it's been about 4 or 5 years. I got involved because people that were running it, I'd known it from Yes conferences, and I wanted to reconnect, and my father had been attending the conferences as one of the advisors and sort of chaperones of sorts, and he was involved with it and kind of encouraged me to start going. And once you get in, you get hooked. You realize God, I love these people and I love the experience, and I want to stay a part of it. And that's what's kept me coming back, even after my dad has left and those people have left. I'm still here.